Hello everyone! Today we're going to be talking about what to plan for when going to a convention. Cool. So if you're an industry professional, sometimes it's a little tricky to figure out what you want to do when you're going to a convention. So today I'm going to be explaining a little bit about how I tackle that and how I manage my time efficiently and effectively when I'm at a convention. This is specifically not for publishers who are there to sell stuff or vendors. This is specific to industry professionals who are there to try to network and do business maybe, and just meet a bunch of people. So the first thing I like to do before going to the actual convention is make a plan. So I want to check out who's going to be there, which publishers are going to be there, and if I already have business with them, then this is a good time for me to basically tell them, hey, like, this is my face. Nice to meet you. I don't actually say that, this is my face, but like, hi, this is me. We're meeting in real life. So it's not awkward, you know? Be sure that if you are stopping by the publisher's booth that you are going to be meeting up with the person that you've been in contact with or someone that you know at the company versus someone that the company's hired to work at the booth because they might not know who you are. If the publishers would rather not plan anything because they are super busy, then it's still good to like drop by, say hi, leave some water, leave some snacks, leave some coffee for them because they probably need a break. So you're going to be doing them a favor, and obviously they're going to like you more because you've stopped by with snacks or water, whatever. On the other hand, when publishers want to take pitches at a convention, they'll probably take you to a quiet room or like a separate area of the convention, and this is a good time for you to show off your game. Now with TTRPGs, because they are longer in format, it's good to just give them a quick pitch, give them a summary of the game, show them a little bit of the mechanics, but like don't go full on into like the actual game because they're gonna have like, what, half an hour to check out your game. And the best thing to do after you've met with them is to leave them with one short summary of what the game is. Maybe it's a sell sheet, maybe it's a white paper, whatever you have. Just make sure that they have something to remember you by, so it's sort of like a takeaway where it explains like what the game is, what the themes are, what the mechanics are, all of that stuff, so that they can just like remember you and hold on to that piece of paper. However, if they do want to play your game, and they might want to play your game if they have tons of time, like after the convention or something, or after like the show floor closes, then be prepared for that. Be prepared for like a quick, short scenario that you can just run them through, maybe takes about like an hour or like 2 hours or something like that, and see if they like it. They might enjoy it. If you want to meet a publisher for the first time, it might be good to stop at their booth, but I think that you would have better luck at a publisher speed dating event. So a lot of conventions, they have publisher speed dating events, and they're usually listed on their website. And when you go there, you're going to meet a bunch of different publishers, and they're probably going to give you their business cards, and all you have to do is just like pitch them your game. It takes about like, what, 5-10 minutes per pitch per publisher, and this is a good way to like meet a bunch of publishers, meet a bunch of people, and collect those business cards. So later on you can follow up with them, and even if it doesn't work out, at least now you have someone in contact with and they know who you are. Now this is a trick that I've learned, and if you feel like you are friendly enough with a publisher, you are like, you know, pretty close with them, you've been working with them for a while, maybe on some contract gigs, maybe you have like a design with them already, and you don't have anything to do that night, then ask them if they are doing anything that night without sounding creepy. Like, try to make it so that it's like, okay, like, you know, are you doing anything? Or actually, I'll think of a better way to word that. Ask them if they are going to any events later that night. That's the way to do it. Yeah, say it like that. The reason why you're doing this is so that you can get a good gauge of whether they are interested in grabbing dinner with you afterwards, so that you can talk a little bit more about your game, maybe see if they're, see what their interests are in terms of like publishing, what are they trying to publish, and get a little bit more information from them. But if they do not want to do that, if they just like are busy, then it's also a good way of seeing if they're going to an industry event later that night. So they might be going to a party, and usually publishers go to other publishers' parties, right? Like, you know, if like a big publisher is like hosting a party, then a few people are going to be there. Also, once you recognize that there is a party going on, an industry event that's happening, then that is an in for you to figure out how to get there. So where is this event happening? Most likely it's probably not going to be ticketed, or there's not going to be anyone at the door asking for like names and stuff, so you could just like walk right in and meet a whole bunch of people that way. Also, please make sure that you take a lot of breaks in between all of this. Make sure you have food, water, take lots of sitting breaks, because you're probably going to be walking around like 10K steps a day. Do stretches in the morning, do stretches in the afternoon, do stretches at night before you go off to party or do whatever, and just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because these conventions can be very intense. So please make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Drink lots of water, do stretches, do whatever you need to, take breaks, because the best way to be effective and efficient is by taking care of yourself first and making sure that you don't crash and get sick. And this is a good way to like think about your boundaries as well, because if there's like an event that's going to be super packed and you're nervous about like getting sick or something like that, there could be other ways around it. You could probably meet other people that are going to be there at like after parties, or like less crowded events. It could be like at a restaurant, it could be like at a coffee shop, grabbing like breakfast on the way to the convention center. It's better to find a way around this rather than going to a place where you think that is going to compromise your health and safety. And especially right now, things are a little bit unknown. Like at the time of this recording, it's 2022, so the pandemic is still a thing. So instead of going to an industry event where your health and safety might be compromised, maybe the better thing to do would be to try to find other people's contacts through like a different way. Maybe trying to do these speed publishing dates online versus like in person. That could be a thing to do. Or if you're at the convention, maybe a better thing to do would be to like have some alone time with these publishers by seeing if they want to grab dinner, lunch, breakfast, something like that. So that way you don't have to be in like a packed room with a whole bunch of people who probably aren't wearing masks. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I guess I'll see y'all next time in a couple of weeks with more video stuff. Bye.